What is up, guys? Patrick here from NintenTalk, and today we're going to be looking at one of my favorite genres in gaming, and that is shoot 'em up games, or shmups as they call them. But the Nintendo Switch, oddly enough, has made a home for these games. So today I'm going to highlight some of the best shmups that you can find on the platform. So without further ado, let's get it started. The first game on the list is Gunnar 2, and this is actually a Sega Dreamcast port making its way over to the Nintendo Switch. Kind of an early 3D polygon type art style, so the graphics aren't going to blow you away, but it's definitely nice to see a shmup in a 3D art style. Cool thing about this game is that you can choose from 3 different vehicles, which all play just completely different. So one's going to be more on the quick side with a bunch of missiles that you can use. The other one is going to have a laser as its primary weapon, and another one actually brings in some smaller ships to help you just spray even more bullets. So I really appreciated that. The main draw of this game, though, is the boss battles. Boss battles have different forms as well. So, you know, you'll be fighting a submarine, and then it'll transform into a mech robot and start climbing a building. So it's really wild in that sense. I love the different transformations of the bosses. This game is pretty short, though, as most shoot 'em up games are. You can beat this game in probably an hour's time. But like I said before, there's 3 vehicles to choose from, and there's also a leaderboard, which is always fun to try and beat your friends' scores. So Gunnar 2, I haven't heard much about this game, but it's a gem from the Dreamcast. Very expensive game on the Dreamcast, so now you can get it on your Nintendo Switch. The next game is Graceful Explosion Machine. And unlike all the dirty, gritty games, this is more of a colorful art style. So Graceful Explosion Machine, very colorful and fun game. But don't let that fool you, though. This game is very, very difficult. Now, Graceful Explosion Machine is set up in waves. So hordes of enemies will come at you at a time. And it is your job to eliminate all the enemies to progress to the next stage. So pretty simple premise, but most shoot 'em ups are. Graceful Explosion Machine, the unique mechanic is that you have 4 different weapons, and each of the face buttons are the different weapons. So you'll have your normal gun, you'll shoot bullets pretty rapidly. Another one of your weapons will be a straight laser that you can just burst a bunch of enemies at a time. The other one is kind of a burst forward to get, away from all the hordes of enemies. And another one is kind of like an arcing bullet that'll hit enemies that are close near you. So Graceful Explosion Machine, I would just recommend this game. This game was one of the early Switch games on the eShop, but still holds up today. And if you were looking for kind of an introduction to the shmup genre, I would definitely recommend Graceful Explosion Machine. Go check it out, guys. Next up is Skyforce Reloaded. Now, let me just say, guys, Skyforce Reloaded is probably one of my favorite shmups I've ever played on any system. This game is a combination of beautiful graphics and challenging gameplay, and I think for a shoot 'em up game, that's exactly what you want. Skyforce Reloaded is mission-based, so each mission will take you to a different landscape, and within the missions, there are different objectives. So, for example, you have to rescue some guys on your team. That will be an objective. The next one will be get a score of so on and so forth, beating all the enemies in the level. So you can literally go into each of the levels multiple times, and you're going to have to go in multiple times to beat and get all the objectives within that level. Skyforce Reloaded is just such a unique game. For example, one of the levels will have you going in without shooting. A shoot 'em up without shooting. So you will have to just go in there, your guns are down for that level, and you'll just have to avoid all of the bullets within the level. Just really unique and challenging gameplay in this. The boss battles are another highlight for me. Just epic boss battles, and bullets will just be flying at you, and it just tests you. If you are a fan of this genre, Skyforce Reloaded is definitely a challenging game, and I think a must-buy on the Nintendo Switch. Next game on the list is Zeno Raid. Now, this shoot 'em up has a very unique mechanic as you control a team of 4 ships that you can upgrade and purchase new abilities for each of the ships. And as you're fighting, you can switch in and out of ships. So the directional buttons, the D-pad, actually controls which ship you put out, which I thought was a really cool mechanic. So one ship you'll have a automatic gun and you'll be fighting kind of the little guys, and then the bosses will come out and then you'll switch to kind of your bigger ship. So definitely more strategic in that sense. Once all your ships are destroyed though, you are done with the level. So this game gets very challenging very fast. The visuals are kind of a mixed bag. I like some of the looks of the galaxies. I think they look, they're pleasing to look at. I like playing this game more so on handheld, but Zeno Raid's definitely a very unique shoot 'em up. The whole switching mechanic I haven't seen on any other game, I don't think. So definitely, I think this game is worth a pickup. Not too bad price-wise. So if you guys are looking for a cool shoot 'em up on the go, I think this is a good choice. Zeno Raid. Last but certainly not least is Mora EX. Now, visually, this game is stunning. I love the way that this game looks. It went for kind of the realistic art style, and I think they pulled it off. There's a lot of different landscapes. You'll be up in the sky, you'll be underwater, and all of the environments look very good. Something very unique about this shoot 'em up, though, is that you don't have a health bar. You don't have health for your ship. Instead, Mora takes the unique approach of time being the biggest factor in this game. So if you get hit by a bullet, you'll lose like split seconds off of your time. And if you destroy enemies, you'll get that split second back. So it's a constant battle with the clock, and I love that aspect. Usually I don't like games that kind of, put you up against a timer, but in this case it works, and it works really well. Mora also has a very cool mechanic of upgrading your firearms of your weapon by collecting power-ups. So if you defeat certain enemies, you will get a red orb, which will let you shoot even faster. So Mora definitely has some different, mechanics going on there. It doesn't get too complicated, but you are still aware of these different mechanics. And one of the best things about this game is the bosses. The bosses are just something to behold. Giant things that take up most of the screen, and they are just spitting bullets at you. And it gets really difficult. You get very discouraged fast, and I just love the just bullet hell nature of this game. If you're looking for a challenging game, Mora is that game. One final thing is you actually can slow down time as well. So different ships have different abilities, and one of the ships lets you slow down time to avoid the bullets, and trust me, you are going to have to do it. Also, for you physical collectors, there is a physical version of Mora in the stores. I've seen it in Walmart. I don't know if it's a Walmart exclusive, but if you want to get it, that would definitely be your opportunity to get it. So Mora EX, go out, buy the game. I've seen it on sale before, so have fun, guys. So there you have it, guys. Some great shmups on the Nintendo Switch. Now, before I go, I know that you're yelling at me in the comments, but I would also recommend Ikaruga, and I know that I didn't mention it in the video. I was trying to shed some light on some lesser known shoot 'em ups, but Ikaruga was a port of an old GameCube game, so I would definitely recommend that. If you guys are veterans of the shmup genre, go ahead and pick up Ikaruga. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys pick up some of them. Hopefully you guys already have some of those games. Let me know in the comment section below, and if you like what you see here, think about subscribing, give the video a like, and I will see you in the next video. Keep shooting, guys.